Hello, everyone, everywhere. I am the Stoner from Oregon, and welcome back to my channel. Today, we're coming back with another installment of Strain of the Month. I felt a little bit bad about getting out that last video kind of late, so I figured we'd just do an extra bonus video this month, and so that's what we're here doing today. I've got 5 strains sitting here in front of me, and I'm excited to get into all of them and figure out which one is our strain of the month. I think we're gonna start off here with these micros from Bay Smokes. These are the apple fritter micros, and I'm gonna be completely candid here and tell you guys that I am a fucking dumbass. I forgot to leave a whole nug intact, and I only realized my mistake after I had shoved every last bit of this shit into my grinder and powdered it into a dust. So I did save enough of the weed from my grinder to have a bowl, but it's definitely not going to be in its optimal condition. It's been sitting inside this Mylar ground up for like over a week now, so it might be a little dry, but hey, we're still going to give it a shot. But if it is a little bit harsh, I'm not going to hold it against it too badly here. So I'm going to get my bowl packed up of my apple fritters, and I'll be right back with you guys. All right, there you go, everybody. The apple fritters all loaded up, and honestly, for having been ground up for over a week, it doesn't feel too dry, so I think we still might have a decent bowl here. Cheers, everybody. Honestly, didn't smoke too bad. And considering that it probably would have been even better had I just left it in its original condition, I'm gonna have to give the apple fritters some points there. I'm impressed with the smoothness of that hit. I feel like with most weed, if you just grind it up and then let it sit in a bag for over a week, that's probably not gonna be a very decent experience. But I've gotta say, I have very few complaints about that bowl. That's gonna make a nice starting baseline to build the rest of our tier list around. Next up, I'm gonna move on to this Sunday driver that I have here. This was just a cheaper ounce that I was just smoking on for a little while, so we'll see how it compares. Pretty much just shake that I have left at the bottom of this jar here, but we're gonna give it a fair shot. There we go, ladies and gentlemen, the Sunday driver all packed up and looking rather nice. I'm ready to get into bowl number 2. Cheers, guys. Ooh, not too bad. I like this Sunday driver. Very smooth hit. I've got to say, I definitely think that there are some more terpenes coming through from the Sunday driver than there were out of the apple fritters, but I'm not going to hold that against the apple fritters too badly. That's mostly my fault, but I can only really go off of what I'm experiencing right now. I don't really remember what it was like to smoke this strain a couple weeks back. I do remember being a fan, but I also remember liking this one, and right now, this one's smoking a little nicer, so it's going to move into our number 1 spot for the time being, but only time will tell whether or not it stays there. We still have 3 more strains to get through. Next up, I think I'm gonna move on to probably one of the heavier hitters in today's bracket, and that's gonna be this blue coffee from Deep Woods Cannabis. I am a very, very big fan of this strain and of this grower. I've never tried anything from Deep Woods before, but I've got to say, this was my first ounce that I got from them, and I have been a huge fan. Me and my girlfriend have been going through this like nobody's business. I'm very excited to get this bowl packed up. I just love the cure on this weed. I mean, it breaks up perfectly. It's like dry enough you can just easily crack it apart with your fingers, but it's not crispy. All right, there we go, ladies and gents. I packed up a pretty big bowl of our blue coffee, and I'm excited for number 3. Cheers, everybody. Ooh. Oh my god, I'm so fucking baked. I literally woke up like 40 minutes ago and just decided to film this video. This is one way to start your day, ladies and gentlemen. I'll tell you what. Bowl number 3, down the hatch and smoking. Very, very nice. That blue coffee is getting me extremely fucked up, and I think I'm gonna have to slot it in above the Sunday driver. I mean, the chirps on here come through super clean, so much complexity. The Sunday driver, it tastes great, but it is kind of one note. I feel like a lot of the other flavors are kind of covered up by just like a general smoky taste, but the blue coffee just has like a wonderful depth of flavor, and the high is amazing as well. That hit me straight in the head, behind the eyes, and it's just got me feeling low-key like I want to hop right back into bed and go back to sleep. Blue coffee gonna be going into our number 1 spot. Next up though, we've got a strain that I have only been smoking on for the past couple days. That is this College Park here. Nice looking weed. Some more popcorny nugs in there, but still nice and frosty. And the nose on this is super, super delicious. Very floral, but it's got like a little bit of like a citrusy hint on it. Super, super nice smelling. And look at the orange on that. Gorgeous little nugs here. I'm gonna get a bowl loaded up and we're gonna go for number 4. I gotta say, this College Park does feel a little bit crispy for my liking, but we'll see how it smokes, because that's all that really matters. All right, there you go, folks. The College Park all loaded up, looking and smelling very, very nice. And I'm excited for bowl number 4. Cheers, everybody. Very sweet on the inhale, a little bit harsher on the exhale. Still, not a bad hit though. Yeah, the College Park, like I said, very sweet on the inhale, a little bit of a harsher note on the exhale there. It kind of just leaves like a weird taste in my mouth. I'm not a huge fan of this College Park, if I'm being honest, and I think it's gonna have to go on the bottom of our tier list. Not hitting right now, so that's where it's gonna go. Still, not bad smoke. I'm not coughing up a lung, but definitely not gonna touch anything towards the top of our list. All right, last but certainly not least, we have the Leftovers. That is what this strain is called, ladies and gentlemen. Leftovers, and this is some immaculate weed. I've got to say, I went into my favorite dispensary and I asked the bud tender, what is the most fire shit that you guys have in the store? And this is what he recommended. He said that he has multiple customers who come in and the first words out of their mouth are "got leftovers." So that's what I decided to pick up, and I've got to say, I do not regret that decision. This is some very, very nice smoke. Super, super frosty, and honestly, I had to save it for last because this is one of the most brain-rotting highs that I've had in a long time. Like, this shit genuinely couch-locked me, and I don't say that often. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Our 5th and final bowl, the Leftovers, looking very, very nice. I'm gonna stand up for this one. Cheers, guys. Ooh, I got a lot of like spice on that. Not like spicy, but like you just opened someone's spice drawer and took a whiff. Super, super delicious. The Leftovers tasting very, very delicious, and already I can feel them creeping up on me on top of these other 4 bowls that I've already smoked. But I don't know if I like the Leftovers more than the blue coffee. I think they're gonna have to slot into 2nd place. I think the Leftovers are going in 2nd. I think that is gonna be our final ranking. We're gonna have the blue coffee from Deep Woods Cannabis in 1st place. In 2nd place, we're going to have the Leftovers. In 3rd place, we're gonna have this Sunday Driver. In fourth place, we're gonna have the Apple Fritter Micros from Bay Smokes. And then in fifth place, we're gonna have this College Park. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. That is our final strain of the month tier list for July. I wanna give a special shout out to everyone that watched to the end of today's video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as follow me on all my other social medias, which will be linked down in the description. Be sure to stay high, stay happy, and have a great rest of your day. Bye!